Welcome to Jimmy Thomas Score, the campus of Union County High School. It is the varsity matchup of the night, as it is your ninth ranked Union County Fight Tigers, 7-1 on the year, hosting the Suwannee Bulldogs, who come in at 4-9, losers of four straight. I'm your host, the big host, Charles Jackson, WUC on 7.9. Tigers are led by head coach Alvin Merricks. The Bulldogs led by Coach Cedric Booth. We're reading some of the rosters before we get started. Number 0, Travion Fee. Number 00, Travis Fee. Number 1, Ajari Williams. Number 2, Jalen Hampton. Number 3, Lee Johnson. Number 4, Kamarius Smith. Number 5, Jack Harrington. Number 10, Rotarian Griffin. Number 11, Davion Paul. Number 12, Dontrell Charlton. 13, Tarion Brennan Black. Number 15, Marco Rojas. Number 22, Kyra Smith. Number 23, Brighton Parlato. Swanee last loss came against the Bacon County Wildcats on last night, losing 85-69. Tigers won last night, 55-46 over Clay High in Clay County. Tigers looking to win their second straight game of the new year. Tigers on a 2-game win streak after losing their first game of the year back on the 19th of December to the Bradford Tornadoes, 67-56. Next up for Union County, they will be on the road one more time this week as they will travel to Fort White and take on the Indians on Thursday nights. But Suwannee will be action as well on the 10th, which is Saturday. They'll be taking on Mosley out of Lynn Haven. We got 26 seconds left before we have our introductions, the team introduction, the Star Sprinkle Banner, and the invocation before we tip off here for Jimmy Thomas Court. For the campus Union County High School, it's a ninth rank. Union County Fight Tigers, ninth in all the rule. In their first home game of 2026, they take on the Suwannee Bulldogs, who are looking at their first win since the beginning of December. As we get ready to hand over to Mr. Bill Thomas for our team introductions. Here comes Bill Thomas with the introduction of the lineup.
Bulldogs from Suwannee. Number 0, Trayvon B. Number 2, Jalen Hampton. Number 4, Cameron Smith. Number 11, Leon Paul. Number 23, Bryson Parlato. And the head coach of the Bulldogs, Cedric Booth. And now, the starting lineups for your UCHS Fighting Tigers. Number 1, Harrison Smith. Number 5, Taylor Pierre. Number 11, Adrian Mann. Number 13, Tyrese Tanner. Number 15, Montreal Woods. Head coach of the Tigers, Alvin Merritt.
So here we go. Here we get started from Union County High School. In a Suwannee versus Union County. Last time these teams met, 2011. The last time these teams met, the Tigers lost 85-79 at home and lost on December 9th of 2010, 49-72 in Suwannee. The Tigers have not played Suwannee in 15 years. First matchup in 15 years here in Lake Butler. Want to take our quick spots to Lake Butler Hospital, Southland Winter Steel, Murray Automotive, Super Center, Stark, Spires, IGA, Roberts Insurance, Rated Credit, and Teal Tile, Carpet Wood for sponsoring Union County Radio. We're getting ready for the ninth-ranked Tigers hosting the Suwannee Bulldogs. First of two matchups this year. Next time these two teams met will be January 27th in Live Oak. Here we go. Man's with a tip, and here we go. Chandler will come down with it. Jalen Pierre had the best game last night against Clay, but he's back in the lineup tonight. Garrison Smith for three off the mark. Rebound by Tyrese Chandler. Chandler the man's lost it. Back to Smith. Smith resets it. Pierre at the point. Back to Chandler. Stolen by number 4. It's stolen by Adrian Mann. Killed himself. Adrian Mann with this said he got to get up. He got to quick. 3. No good. Rebound by Parlato. Parlato gets him on the board. Adrian Mann is really sugar up that dunk attempt. RJ Odom checks in. So the Tigers go small after Mann's. Literally, I thought he broke his collarbone the way he dunked that basketball. But we're tied at 2. Tigers go small. So the tallest person on the court now for Union County, it looked like it's Montreal Woods, staying like at 6'2", while Suwannee has a 6'5" center. Let's see what that take dividends for the Tigers. Tigers beat the press. Chandler, pump fake. Inside, no good, a rebound. By number 5, that is Jack Harrington. Harrington lost him the ball. Turnover. Tigers basketball. 10-second violation for Suwannee. Odom checks it off the bench for the injured Adrian Mann, and here comes Tigers off a 3-guard lineup for Union County with Smith, Odom, and Pierre at the guards. Pierre back to Woods, back to Pierre. Odom has a look for 3. Off the mark, a rebound by number 4. That is Kamarian Smith. Out to number 0, that is Travion Feed. Now remain with the Bulldogs. Two apiece early on with 6:15 left in the first quarter. And they'll give it to number 5, Jack Harrington. Swings it over to number 2, Jalen Hampton. Inside, looking for Parlato, stolen by Tyrese Chandler. Pierre to Smith for 3. Off the mark. Smith has struggled with a 3-point shot the last several games. Almost stolen by Smith. Last touch by Garrison Smith. It remained with the Suwannee Bulldogs. 5:54 left in the first quarter. We're deadlocked at 2 here in Jimmy Thomas Court on a beautiful Tuesday night here in Union County. Overthrow pass and a turnover. That was Hampton throws the ball away. Another turnover for Suwannee. Both teams a little struggling out to get with turnovers. Woods inbounded the transfer from Eastside. Swings on to Pierre with another transfer from GHS. Odom come off the bench. Still no return for Adrian Mans. Kicks it over to Odom. Odom for three. He knocks it down. RJ Odom from downtown. And the Tigers up 3. Over to number 4. Almost stolen by Smith. Hampton hands over to 0. Feed. Feed. Floater. No. Rebound. Foul on Tyrese Shetler.
That foul was on the Tigers number 2, RJ Miller. His first team foul.
First team foul for Union. Harrington makes the first free throw. 5-3 Union County. Still no return for Adrian Mans. I'm not sure he came at the sideline after he took a nasty spill on a dunk attempt. He's in the locker right now getting checked out. Harrington, second free throw attempt. With 5:10 left in the first quarter, it is no good. The rebound, Montrell Woods. And here comes Odom. Here comes Pierre. Pierre leads team in assists. Pierre blocked from behind, but a foul call on Harrington. Pierre averaged a team high 5 assists per game. He have his best outing last night against Clay High, where he had a career worst 11 turnovers. Pierre at the free throw line for Jalen Pierre. Pierre missed the first of 2. Tigers struggled with free throws so far this year. And a timeout for Suwannee called by Coach Cedric Booth. 30-second timeout as the Tigers have a 5-3 lead. Tigers lead 5-3 when they got sponsors again. Southland Wood and Steel, Lake Butler Hospital, Murray Ford, Superstore Stark, Spires IGA, Scott Roberts Insurance, Radiant Credit Union, and Teal Tile Carpet Wealth. Thank you, continuous support of Union County Radio and Tiger Sports. If you want to be a sponsor for Union County Sports, please inbox myself, Charles Jackson, or Aaron Dukes, and we'll give you the correct information to help become a sponsor of Union County Radio and Tiger Athletics. The 5-3 left in the first quarter, both teams with 1 foul apiece. Pierre is at the free throw line for a second free throw, the first timeout charge by Coach Cedric Booth and the Suwannee Bulldogs. Suwannee come off their 4th consecutive loss against Baker County last night. Both teams on short rest. Tigers played last night Clay County, but they got a 9-point victory over the Blue Devils to make them 7-1, winners of 2 straight games, and winners 7 of the first 8 games to start the year. And here comes the Bulldogs. It's Feed guarded by Pierre. 6-3 Tigers with 4:53 left in the first quarter. And it's going to be with the Bulldogs. Nice fight defense by Garrison Smith. And the Bulldogs will inbound on the far end of the court. And they'll give number 2. That is Hampton. Hampton guarded by the other 2, RJ Odom. Finds his man Feed inside, and miscommunication by the Bulldogs. And another turnover as Parlato and Harrington both had a chance to grab it, but couldn't corral it. 4:36 left in the first quarter. Tigers lead 6-3. Tigers looking at the 8th win of the year. Swan looking to end a 4-game losing streak. So something's on the line here as a 9th-ranked Tigers looking to climb up the leaderboards in rural. They still have to worry about district leading Trenton, but they'll see it in a few weeks here in Lake Butler. And it will stay with the Tigers. Trenton 10-3 on the year. They will see Union County one time this year. That'll be here on the 22nd of January. And giving out RJ Odom. Odom guarded by number 2, Jalen Hampton. And the Suwannee Bulldog line in the 2-3 zone. Odom with a three-pointer off the mark. Rebound by Woods. Woods is fouled again. That is the second team foul for Suwannee. And it is on Jack Harrington.
That foul is on the Bulldogs number 5, Jack Harrington. His second. Second. Second to the line is 15 for the Tigers.
Woods will go to free throw line, shoot 2. The transfer from Eastside High School. He went line, and number 11 comes in for the first time. That is Davion Paul coming in for Jack Harrington, who's foul trouble with 2 fouls. So on the free throw line, Woods for his second attempt. Woods misses the second. Tipped out by Garrison Smith, and Paul Pierre got it. Over to Odom. Odom to Smith. Back to Odom. Inside the Woods. Was blocked by Paul. Stays with Tigers. For the first time this year, the Tigers are dealing with some length on the interior with Paul and Parlato on the inside. Pierre mid-range is off the mark. Rebound by number 4. That is Kamarian Smith and a foul. It's on Montreal Woods. Second team foul. Tigers lead 7-3 with 3:48 left in the first quarter. Out to Paul, the inside. Paul. No, reload Paul. Smith corrals the missed layup. Garrison Smith is fouled. Number 4, Kamarian Smith. Cameron Smith will come out. He has 2 fouls. He has 1 foul. That's a third team foul on Suwannee. Checking in for the Bulldogs is number 1. That's Achari Williams. Tigers 2-3 zone. Chetler. Yes, sir. Up the sweet touch. 9-3. Tigers. First field goal for Tyrese Chetler. And there's a lot of spills going on here in Jimmy Thomas' court. Another Tigers hitting that hard. But Woods is fine. He'll get up. But it remains with the Bulldogs just past the half-court line. Pierre trying to get over the taller Paul. Woods, Pierre trapped the corner and a foul. And it's on Montreal Woods. That's his second. And with the availability of Adrian Mann still not available to come back yet, they can't afford to have their 2 bigs, Chandler and Woods, in foul trouble. Shot for 3, off the mark. Good by Davion Paul. Adrian Mann's back on the sideline. Good news for the Tigers. Chandler fadeaway jumper. Yes, sir. Tyrese Chandler. He leads the team with 16 points per game. Tigers up 11-5. Looking for Paul to give it go. Floater is good by the Bulldogs. Sorry, Williams first bucket. Tigers only up 4. Smith, floater. Yes. There's a Smith. And the pace started to pick up here. 13-7 Tigers. Got a travel for Suwannee. Good double T trap by Odom and Smith. So far, this 3-guard lineup is working. A timeout by Suwannee. 13-7 timeout by Cindy Booth. The second timeout. With 2:11 left in the first quarter, Tigers lead 13-7. Once again, the Tigers will be back in action on Thursday night in Columbia County, where the Tigers will meet a familiar foe. They will meet the Fort White Indians on Thursday night, JV at 6, varsity at 7:30. This will be a rematch for the matchup they had back in late November when the Tigers won by 20 plus over the visiting Fort White Indians. And this could be a good one here. This is a district matchup. That's the only district matchup so far this year the Tigers have played in was a match against Fort White. It's been the second one on Thursday. So Tigers and Indians meet again in Columbia County on Thursday night. We'll have the First Christian Church pregame show at 7:15 in Fort White, Florida. But this is ahead. The Tigers welcome in the Suwannee Bulldogs for their first home game of 2026. Last night, the Tigers were on the road against Clay High. Tigers got the win in Green Coast Springs, 55-46. 9-point victory where the Tigers led the whole game. Never trailed. It'll be Tigers basketball on the baseline. Garrison Smith will inbound for the Tigers. Odom, who got hit three earlier on the night. Skip pass to Smith. Smith thought about three. Swings out to Pierre. Odom. Floater. No, sir. Rebound by Davion Paul. He has some bounce in his legs. Hampton gives over to Paul. Parlato, the 6'5" big man. Off the mark for three. And they over the back door turnover. Good look for Parlato. It'll be 13-7. Tigers lead with under 2 minutes in the first quarter. Thank y'all for tuning in to UD County Radio on Facebook and YouTube. Woods, and it's a travel. Montreal Woods. 13-7 with 97 seconds left in the first quarter. Tigers led the entire way. Tied once. Another trap set up for Hampton, and he gets rid of it. Touched by Chetler. Overshoots everybody. Finds Parlato, the 6'5" big man. Over to Hampton. Over to Williams. Over to Hampton for three. No, rebound by Garrison Smith. Smith's gonna push. Smith. No. And here comes Suwannee. Parlato inside. Last is by Chetler. Hampton stolen by Smith. A messy last minute for both teams. But the Tigers still lead by 6 with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And RJ Odom will hold for probably for the final shot. Suwannee still in the 2-3 zone. He's back to Odom. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Tigers up 6. Pierre. Backdoor pass. It is Garrison Smith. 15-7. UD County. Nice pass by Pierre. Leads the team assist with 5 per. Almost stolen by Odom. And the fouls on Montreal Woods. That is his third. Woods with 3 in the first quarter. That's a second. My apologies. Coming in for Suwannee is number 4, Cam Smith. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. He'll throw it out to Smith. Right about Pierre. Smith lost the handle. Smith into Parlato's good. 15-9. And that in the first quarter. Bryson Parlato with the bucket. Tigers lead 15-9 in the first here in Lake Butler. I want to thank our sponsors once again. Southland Wood and Steel of Stark. Lake Butler Hospital, Murray Ford Superstore of Stark. Sponsors IJ Lake Butler. Scott Roberts Insurance Lake Butler. Rated Credit Union and Teal Town Carpet One. Thank you for also sponsoring UD County Radio and Tiger Basketball. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Tigers lead in a 15-9. They have led the entire way. A couple of times, but the Tigers have led the entire way. As we'll get ready to start the second quarter in less than 20 seconds. The Tigers will be back in action on Thursday night as they take on the Fort White Indians in Columbia County. A rematch from a mid-November matchup. That is a 6-point lead in a one. So here we go. Adrian Man still holding the side of his face after the opening slam dunk. He landed on the side of his face really hard. And that is not good news for the 6'9 sophomore who's going back to the locker room. I hope he'll have a concussion, but he's gone. So Jackson Anderson Davis checks in for the foul-ridden Montreal Woods. Hampton over. Looking inside the taller Paul on the shorter. It is David a three by Cameron Smith. (15-12). Swing pass off the leg. Recovered by Anderson Davis. Stolen by Cameron Smith. Kicks it out for three. Foul by Anderson Davis. That's 3 free throws for number 2. Jalen Hampton. Hampton will shoot 3 free throws on the foul by Anderson Davis. Outside the first, 15-13, Union County. The Bulldogs still well in this basketball game. In the major story, Adrian Mays after the opening slam dunk on a fast break landed on his face. And he is in the locker room. He was on the sideline. He's back in the locker room. Number 22 checks in for the first time. That is Kyron Smith in for Davion Paul. Hampton's second free throw was good. As they have changed jersey numbers. He's now number 21. He's back on the court on the sideline holding his face. There's Davis, midi. No. They remain with the Tigers. Tigers have not scored since the start of the second quarter. 15-14 with 7:05 left in the second. Odom will bring the ball back into play. Sends to Pierre. Smith had it. And Davis had a jumper, but he'll take it. Turnover. Another turnover for the Tigers. Fouls on Pierre. Second Tiger team foul. And a first on Jalen Pierre. First foul on Pierre. Second team foul for the Tigers. With 6:45 left. Tigers only up 1. And it's going to the Tigers. Nice defense by Tyrese Shetler. He doesn't have his work cut out for guarding the big, tall number 23, Bryson Parlato. At 6'5", he's going to be a daunting task for the undersized Tigers. That way, man still on the sideline with an injury. Over to Pierre. Anderson Davis floater. Yes. 17-14. Tigers back up 3. Smith swings it over. Back to Smith. Smith looking for the call. He got it. It's on Tyrese Chandler. Third team foul for the Tigers. First foul on Chandler. Third Tiger foul. Cameron Smith at the line. Tigers only up 3 with Smith the line shooting 2. Smith knocks out the first. 17-15 Tigers with 6:18 left in the first half. Smith's second is no good. The rebound by Anderson Davis, and he went up for that one. Chandler playing the point. Over to Odom. Odom. Pierre way off. Anderson Davis with the rebound. Trying to give it to Chandler. Stolen by Garrison Smith. He'll pull the three. Rattles out. And Parlato with the rebound. Drives. No good. Recovered by Pierre. What those are Chandler trying to hustle for it. Was right back to Suwannee, and the Tigers are outmanned. No, good defense by Anderson Davis. Odom pushes the break. Smith. And a turnover off the miss by Smith. They're going to take out Shetler. Woods with 2 fouls is back in the ball game. It's going to go right back to Suwannee. 17-15, Tigers with 5:24 left. Hampton guarded by Odom. Hampton gets past Odom. Pull up by Hampton is good. We're tied at 17 apiece. The third tie of the night. Tigers was up 6. Eight-2 run by Suwannee. Odom. Yes, RJ Odom. 19-17. Tigers are back up 2. Hampton looking for help. Hampton gets past the boundary line. Smith, no, rebound, Montreal Woods. Here's Odom. And a first layup, no good by Smith. Here comes Cameron Smith. Inside. Nice hand by Anderson Davis. Basket interference on Jackson Anderson Davis. Basket interference, and I think that's a bad call by the ref. Jackson Anderson Davis on the goaltending call. I don't think it was a goaltending call. And that was a good jump by the sophomore. 19-19 now off the referee's blunder. Hasn't been wild. Woods. There's a foul, hard foul. It's on Parlato, the big. Bryson Parlato is called for the foul. Woods at the line. Parlato picked his first foul. 19-all with 3:59 left in the first half. A low score game here in Union County. Woods misses the first. Number 0, Travion Fee checks in for number 1, Ajari Williams. Second free throw for the transfer from Eastside. Off the mark, Anderson Davis off the head of his own teammate. Well, great hustle by Anderson Davis. Foul is on number 5, Jack Harrington. That's his third, I believe. Number 5. Throws it up. Stolen by Hampton. And another foul on Montreal Woods. His fourth, I think. Woo-wee. That's a bad officiating call. His third foul. Tyrese Chen has to come right back in the game, and Woods has to come right back out. Both Harrington and Woods both for 3 fouls each. 19-all. Hampton. Travel. And the Tigers that score. Hampton comes out. Number 10 checks in, and that is Rotaria Griffin. Swings it over to Smith. There's Davis again. Rattles out. Stolen back by number 15. That was Marco Rojas. Over to that. The ref is going. There's a lot of crazy calls tonight. Tigers ball 19 all with 3:30 left. This has been a tale of referee in this first half. Some of the craziest calls been called this first half. Smith harassing the corner. Back to Odom. Here's Davis again. Yes, this time it drops. He has 4. Tigers up 2. Foul is on Tyree Shetland. His second. Bears are still. They're at the line. Draymond Feed won the Feed brothers. Tigers desperately need Adrian Mans back on the floor. He has not played since the opening dunk for Union County. He is still with an ice pack to his head. We'll hopefully see him in the second half, but it's paid dividends for Suwannee. Like the team's leading rebounder, who's averaging 9 rebounds a game and just under 4 blocks per game for Adrian Mans. That's not been a factor since he left the court. But players like Jackson Anderson Davis have been playing phenomenal off the bench to help rebound against a much taller Suwannee Bulldogs. Free throw's good. We're tied at 21. Odom gets the ball over to Chetler. Chetler, yes. 23-21. 2:51 left in the first half. Stolen by Chetler. Smith. Blocked by Jackson Anderson Davis. The sophomore with the block. Anderson Davis with the block of the night. Over to Hampton. What a block by the sophomore. Undersized and all, and he went every last inch to get that ball. Smith swings it over to Hampton. Feed. Over to Smith. Way off. Rebound by Smith. Offensive foul. Anderson Davis again. Coming up clutch. Anderson Davis for the second straight night is playing huge off the bench. The offensive foul is on Cameron Smith. 23-21. 2:10 left in the first half. Pierre breaks double team. Taylor recovers. Taylor, no. It's Davis. No. Rebound by Parlato. Here comes Suwannee. Hampton, yes. That is Jalen Hampton with the air one. Odom picks up the foul. That is a 16 foul. Hampton at the free throw line. Number 12 checks in. That is Dontrell Charlton in for Mr. Cameron Smith. So the Suwannee Bulldogs going deep in the bench tonight with foul trouble tonight. Hampton makes the first, and the Suwannee Bulldogs in their first lead of the night at 24-23. Over to Smith. There are 2 minutes of the first half. The Tigers down 1 for the first time. Over to Pierre. Anderson Davis playing a lot of minutes now. Under the legs of Chetler. And there's a lot. Timeout, Suwannee off the turnover by Union County. With 92 seconds in the first half, Suwannee has their first even out at 24-23. 24-23. Man, still holding the ice pack. After the turnover by the Tigers, it's going right back to Suwannee. Suwannee with a 1-point lead with 92 seconds left in the first half. Inbound the ball for Suwannee's number 0, Trayvon Feed. Feed will inbound the ball over to Hampton. Over to number 12, Charlton. Charlton back to Hampton. Back to Charlton. Charlton over number 22. Number 15, Rojas. Ross turns it over. Pierre. And finishes. Jalen Pierre. Tigers back on one. Over to Rojas. Inside. No. Chandler with a rebound. Tigers pushes. Brings over. Odo for three. Rebound by Anderson Davis. Pierre. Anderson Davis. Yes. Huge minutes for the sophomore off the bench. Tigers back up three. Over to Hampton. Over to Rojas. Rojas. Tigers basketball. Off the hands of Hampton. Coming in for number 10. And Rotarian Griffin. He'll come in for number 15, Rojas. 26 seconds left in the first half. Is a low-scoring game here in Lake Butler. Tigers with a 3-point advantage. Final 20 seconds of the first half. Odom with the ball, guarded by number 12, Charlton. Over to Pierre. And there's a turnover right back to Suwannee. Pierre with another turnover. 9 seconds of the first half. 3-point game for Union County. Final possession of the first half goes to Suwannee. Over to Charlton. Charlton for a deep three. He makes it. One of the most nonchalant threes I ever seen. Goes in from 35 feet. And we got a tie ball game here in Union County. 27-27. We're right back with at halftime. Your score, Suwannee 27, Union County 27. We're right back with the second half. Here, just a few moments, you're listening to the Union County Radio on YouTube. From Jimmy Thomas Court, your nice great Tigers lead are tied with the visiting Suwannee Bulldogs at 27. Welcome back to Jimmy Thomas Court as we're just a few minutes away from the start of the second half. Tigers and the Bulldogs Suwannee tied at 27. It's been a tale of sloppy turnovers and tough officiating. As both teams are almost back on the court, it is a minute and a half left until the second half starts. Still, Adrian Mann still holding an ice pack to the face as he might be done for the night. Still no word on him. Just over a minute left in the first in halftime to the second half starts. Second half about to start here from Union County High School. Jimmy Thomas Court. We're tied at 27 to start the second half. Adrian Benz is back on the floor after a scary tumble he took in the first half. He hit his head pretty hard, so it's good to see the big guy back on the floor. And they're going to need him if they want to edge out this win against the visiting Suwannee Bulldogs, who will lose the four straight games. They changed over from 11 to 21 after the injury. Chandler over to Smith. Smith for three. Off the wall. Real by RJ Odom. Blocked by Paul. Paul with the block. Over to Smith. Struggling with a shot again. Smith, another one. Off the mark. Another miss for Garrison Smith. Tigers had four cracks at it. Couldn't get it to fall through. Smith blocked by Benz. Benz was his first block of the night. He missed the entire first half due to injury. Yeah. That is Smith. Over to Smith. Smith deep three. Off the Mans to the rebound. Another rebound on Mans. Smith recovers loose ball. 2-3 zone. Odom. He'll team a three. That was off. The Tigers have missed the last 6 3-pointers. 27-27. Parlato over to Smith. Smith for three. That will drop. Largest lead of the night for Suwannee at three. Cameron Smith for three. 30-27. And foul is on Davion Paul tonight. It is on Davion Paul. 30-27, Suwannee retakes the lead after a three-pointer by Cameron Smith over to Odom. Back to Paul. Pierre for three. Yes! He's not known for a three-point shooting, but he'll knock down a three-pointer. And Junior Pierre makes it a tie-ball game. First three-pointer of the game for Pierre. The tie to 30 again. Smith guarded by Odom. Back to Feed. Feed back to Smith. Smith another three. No. And the impact of Adrian Bass is making things a little more easier on the offensive glass for Union County. Over to Odom. Odom back to Pierre. Pierre thought another three. Odom had a look. Shetler, pull up. Rebound, Bands. Bands up and in. 32-30. And the difference now with the 6'9 sophomore back out there, helping out on not just offensively but defensively. Feed over to Hampton. Back to Feed. Feed for three. No. Shetler off the handle. And it'll go back to the Tigers. 4:54 left in the third. Tigers up two. Oda brings it up. Guarded by Parlato, the big man. Inside of Chetler. Yes, sir. 34-30. Tigers. Largest lead since the second quarter. Smith stole Odom. Over to Hampton. Hampton inside of Paul. Paul lost the handle. Inside of Paul. No. Paul. No. Blocked again by Bands. Going back Suwannee. Bands with the second block of the game. (34-30) Tigers lead. Or 3-8 Suwannee. That's like the Tigers to go 5-8 Clay. Feed. Nice help by Bands. Paul, no. Chandler with another rebound. And it's the ability to affect the shot, which is Adrian Mann's specialty in defense. 34-30 has been a lot different now in the second half for the Tigers. Tigers start wasting clock. 3:40 left in the third. Only 7 points for the Tigers scored. Smith for three. Mans another rebound. Mans, no. Chandler again. 36-30. 6-point lead, the largest since the second quarter. And it's the offensive glass helping the Tigers out that way. Chandler and Mans back on the front court. 5 seconds. Turnover. Suwannee. Another turnover. Paul checks out. 22 checks in, which is Kyron Smith. Now, speaking of Smith, Garrison Smith will inbound the ball to start this possession. It is a 6-point Tiger lead. Ashley Garrison will bring it back on this side towards the Suwannee bench. But great defense and rebound has been key to this Tigers' second half surge to take the lead back. And Tigers could play keep away with a 6-point lead in the late part of the third. Over to Pierre. Inside of Chetler. Chetler. No, rebound by Cameron Smith. In the corner is Feed. Back to Smith, who hits one earlier. Over. Man's good. 32-36. Nice shot over the 6'9 sophomore. Over to Smith. He got to hit one. Once again, another miss. Pierre for three. Nice off the mark. 36-32. In the corner, it's Hampton. It's off the mark. Rebound by Feed. Parlato for three. He knocks it down. We have a 1-point game. 35-36. 36-35. Tigers back up one. Tigers have shot a lot on a 3-point shot. Only hit one this period. Chandler. No, there's another rebound. 3 seconds on Adrian Man. Suwannee basketball down one with just under 2 minutes left in the third. Inside to Smith. He's out, feed for three. Rebound, last touch by Smith, but it goes stay with Suwannee. 84 seconds left in the first half. 84 seconds left in the quarter. Parlato stripped by Pierre, and the foul is on, look like Pierre. Here's Adrian, even though Pierre touched him. 2 shots for Bryson Parlato. Parlato makes the first one tied at 36. Tigers led by 6. Suwannee answers on a 6-0 run. This is second. This one goes back to Suwannee. Oh, that you can't inside. Woods checks in for Chandler. They're going to give it to Odom. Odom guarded. Odom speeds past inside the Woods. Back to Pierre. Chandler got a three-point shoot. He'll take it. Rebound by Woods. Foul. And Woods will go to the line for 2. Fouls on 0. That is Trayvon Feed. Woods is 1 for 4 for the free throw line tonight. Has not hit a free throw since the first quarter. They have the bigger lineup. They have 3 wings. You have 2 wings, a big, and 2 guards. But your 2 wings are really bigs. But one of your bigs could dribble, which is Tyrese Chandler. Second free throw, good rebound by Chandler. 2 for 6 at the line is Woods. Over to Pierre. Over to Odom. Over to Woods. 49 seconds left in a quick third quarter. Only 11 points scored by Union County. 9 by Suwannee. Turnover. 38.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Anderson Davis checks in for Tyrese Chandler. And he has been huge in this game. John Charles played defense. Final 34 seconds. Swings over to Cameron Smith. Over to Feed. 21 seconds left. Over to Smith. Back to Feed. Feed. Cut base off by Davis. Travel. No call. Hampton. 10 seconds left. Blocked by man. His third. 6 seconds left. Big block by the sophomore. 6 seconds. Smith blocked by Odom. Parlato, way off, rebound. Man corrals it out in third. Good defense by the Tigers on that final shot. 37-36. We got a basketball game here in the final quarter here in Union County. Tigers lead by 1. One of the lowest scoring games of the year for Union County. The lowest amount of points they scored in a game this year was 55, and that was a win against Clay last night. The Tigers have not scored under 50 all year. The way it's looking, the Tigers might have their first under 50-point game of the season. Is against the 3A Suwannee. Tigers lead goes to the final period with 27 seconds left in the quarter starts. Once again, we'll take our final shout out to our sponsors. I got you. Southland Wood. Southland Wood is still Lake Butler Hospital, Bird Ford Superstore Start, Spine IJ Roberts Insurance, Radiant Credit Union, and Teal One of Lake Butler. Thank y'all for continuing support Union County Radio as we get ready for the fourth quarter for Jimmy Thomas Court. Your ninth-ranked Tigers in trouble right now at home. Only up one against 4-9 Suwannee, 3A power. Suwannee in a 4-game losing streak. Tigers looking to increase their win streak to 3. So the lineup for the Tigers, Bands, Anderson Davis, Woods, Odom, and Pierre. For the Bulldogs, Smith, Hampton, Fee, Parlato, and Smith. Back to Hampton. Back to Smith. Back to Smith. Back to Smith again. Back to Parlato. Parlato, top of the 3. Over Anderson Davis. Inside to Fee. Fee kicks it out. Smith for 3. No. Rebound by Kyron Smith. Smith dribbles it in for a floater. Suwannee reaches lead 38-37. Odom loses the basketball. And so the back by Odom. Here's Woods. Knocked out by Parlato. Good block. Inside, Pierre inbound. Inside of Odom. Odom had a 3-point look. He didn't take it. Pierre for 3. Way off. Flats. Bands with a recovery. Your big man going on the court. And a stolen by Smith, but a tough call. Third team foul. It is a good crowd here tonight. Over to Odom. Over to Pierre. Shout out to my good buddy Aaron Dukes at home watching the Tigers play. This one. And a travel by Jalen Pierre. Good crowd here tonight on a Tuesday night here in Lake Butler. Tigers down 1. Somebody in for the Bulldogs, number 12. That is Charlton in for Cameron Smith. Stolen by Woods. Woods, that foul call. And Woods going back to the line where he has struggled tonight. He is 2 of 6 to the line tonight for Montreal Woods. Woods 2 for 6 at the line. He'll miss the Smurfs. He's 2 for 7 at the line tonight. Struggling with the free throw shot tonight. Tigers need this free throw badly. Down 1 with 6:32 left in the fourth. Suwannee large lead was 3. Tigers large lead was 6. Missed the free throw. Rebound by Woods. He's 2 for 8. Into the Pierre. Pierre's fouled. It is on Trayvon Fee. Second on Fee. Pierre has the basketball. Pierre struggling with his shot tonight. Over to Woods. 2 for 8 for the line tonight. Pierre over to Odom. Back to Pierre. Last touch by Parlato. Remaining Tiger basketball. Smith will check back in. And Garrison Smith checks in for Jalen for Jackson Anderson Davis. So 3-guard line is back on the floor for the Tigers. Garrison Smith has struggled his shot tonight. He's going to hit 1 3 tonight. Odom. Bands. He'll go to the line. That foul of Jack Parlato. Bryson Parlato, sorry. Second foul on Bryson Parlato. That was Adrian Bands to the line. Bands, first free throw's good. We're tied at 38. 5:52 left in the fourth. Man, second free throw's good. Tigers retake the lead with 5:52 left. Push. Jaden Pierre called for the foul. And Dontrell Charlton will take it out from the baseline. So questionable calls tonight here in Union County by this officiating crew. With 5:44 left, Tigers up one. Over to Feed. Feed is guarded by Smith. Feed drives. Turns it over. Tigers basketball. He was looking for Kyron Smith. Smith, the Tigers bring it out. Garrison Smith brings it out. Over to Pierre. Over to Woods. Back to Smith. Back to Pierre. Pierre, no, man's on the rebound. Reset for the Tigers. You weren't paying attention. Now pass intended for Montreal Woods. Parlato with the steal. Here comes Hampton. Hampton, tough shot. It's on the mark. Woods with the rebound. Tigers go waste some time. 4:55 left. Tigers only up one. Odom. Big three for Odom. Woods with the offensive rebound. And he is forced down by number 12, Dontrell Charlton. And Montreal Woods will go back to the line. So, up the bands. Foul. Kyron Smith. This is the personal and bands. We'll go to the free line for two. 15th. Hands at the free throw line. Tigers up one with 4:43 left. The Tigers will shoot free throws from here on out for the rest of the game. Man, this is a critical 1 of 2. Timeout, Cedric Booth. 4:43 left in regulation. Tigers only up one. Beautiful crowd here at Coach Jimmy Thomas Court on the campus of beautiful Union County High School. The Tigers only up one. It's been a back and forth affair from the second quarter on. Tigers were tied at 27 at halftime. It was a low scoring affair in the third. Tigers on route to their lowest scoring game of the year. 39-38, Tigers lead as Adrian Mann set to shoot his second free throw. Tigers will be shooting free throws the rest of the way with 5 fouls on Suwannee, while Union County only has 2 team fouls. And it's been a wild one here in Union County. Tigers, once again, playing no other competition. Despite being a bigger school, the 3A Suwannee Bulldogs, their favorite Tigers have came out flat tonight, especially with their three-point shooting. One of the worst three-point shooting games of the season for the Tigers as a whole. I think only 3 3-pointers made tonight. One by Pierre, one by Owen, one by Smith, Garrison Smith. But it's been tough sledding for the three-point line for the Tigers. But if the Tigers are going to win, they're going to win for the free throw line, and they'll be there for the remainder of the night if they get fouled. So Adrian Mann set to shoot a second free throw. He's 1 of 2. He's 2 for 3 tonight. This will be his fourth attempt. 4:43 left in the fourth. Tigers up one. Adrian Man's second free throw. He missed the entire first half due to a head injury. Came back and switched jersey number to 21. It's 40-38. Tigers up two. Mans is 3 of 4 for the line tonight. Hampton lost the ball. Not away by Pierre. Hampton loses the ball again. Hampton got by Pierre. Feed. Swipe that by Woods. Blocked by Mans again. Off Adrian's foot. Got hustled by Odom. Another block from Mans. That is his fourth block of the night, and he only played 2 quarters. Leading the team in blocks at 3.9 per game. Over to Hampton, guarded by Pierre. 4:19 left in regulation. Oh, I'm tripping. Hampton, nice spin move. And it's Pierre on the foul. That's a third Tiger foul tonight. That will be inbound from the sideline. There's an RJ Odom with a foul. Three by Parlato off the mark. Tip recovered by Pierre. And a fast break foul, Parlato. 3:59 left. Tigers will be shooting free throws from here on out. The bonus. Pierre makes the first. Tigers enlarge his lead of the quarter at 41-38. Pierre having a tough night shooting basketball, playing good defense. Second free throw's no good. Lane violation on the Tigers. It's on Adrian Mans. Oh, the foul. Foul. It was offensive foul on Montrell Woods. It's fourth. One more foul for Woods, and that's ball game for him. One more foul for the Tigers, and the Bulldogs will be at the free throw line. Parlato thought about a three. Parlato drives. Floater. No, man, slapped it out. Hampton thought about a three. Smith. No, rebound by Woods. Out to Smith. Drives. He misses the layup. Mans recovers. Misses a layup. Trying to got a foul. Over to Hampton. Hampton tees up a three. It's good. 41 all. Man, fast break play. Miss easy layup. We're tied at 41. Tiger had a chance easy go up 5. Miss layup. Pierre foul and 1. Adrian Mann. Lassoed by 22, Kyron Smith. He'll go back to the line. Big basket for both teams last 2 possessions. Cameron Smith checks in as well as Jack Harrington. We've heard from Harrington. It's the early part of the third quarter. So, man, it's that line looking to make it a 3-point game. He is 3 of 4 for the line. Big basket by Adrian Mans, a sophomore. Mans missed the free throw. Woods tips it, kicking the rebound. Rebound by Suwannee. Here comes Smith. Over the feed. Feed missed Harrington over by the baseline. Parlato thought about a three. Back to Hampton, who let's hit a 3-pointer. 2:43 left. 2-point game. Parlato back to Hampton. Harrington over the taller man is good. We're tied at 43. Harrington with a big basket over the 6'9 Mans. Odom gets past a fast break. Gets past the trap. Odom turns it over. Travel Harrington. It is getting down to the wire here in Lake Butler. It is 43 all with 2:06 left. Tigers are in the bonus while Suwannee needs one more foul, and it is a timeout, Coach Alvin Barracks. We are tied at 43 with 2:04 left. It is coming down to the final minutes here in Union County as the ninth-ranked Tigers enroll in a dogfight with 3A power Suwannee. Suwannee looking to avoid a fifth consecutive loss in a row for the second time this year. Union County trying to avoid losing their first home game of the new calendar year. Tigers have big aspirations to go for a rural state championship, but you got to get through big games like this, including these Suwannee Bulldogs who came to fight today, looking for any losing streak. And like I said before, the Tigers have big postseason aspirations. Last year, the Tigers were 14-4, lost in the first round to Trenton, who went on to lose to Fort White in the district championship last year. Tigers, sensational year last year, best record in our 5 seasons for Union County, percentage-wise. Looking to match that hot start from last year, 14-4 last year, under second-year coach at the time, Alvin Barracks. This is his third season at the helm here in Union County. Pierre over to Odom. 2 minutes left. Harrington. Pierre gets past it. Pierre drives. No, reload Mans. Mans is fouled again. And the Tigers are in a double bonus. This is what the Tigers missed in the first half. The rebound paralysis of Adrian Mans. These are huge free throws for Mans. He is 3 for 5 tonight at the free throw line. Mans misses the first. He's 3 for 6 now, missing his last 3 free throws. 1:51 left. Tigers still tied at 43. Second free throw for Mans is on the way. He's 3 for 6. Rebound by Woods. Mans come out with it. Over to Smith. This is huge. He don't take it. Tiger waist clock. 140 left. Odom. Had to Smith. Thought about it. Didn't take it. Over to Pierre. Smith. Can't take shot. Got Odom. 126 left. Pierre. Had the midi. Mans. Woods. Woods drives. Woods. He'll go back to the line. Parlato called on the foul. Good job by the sophomore. And Martrell Woods is 2 of 8 at the line tonight. 73 seconds left in regulation. Woods is 2 for 8 at the line. These are the biggest free throws of the night for Martrell Woods if he can knock both these down. Woods' first free throw is good. 3 of 9 from the line from the sophomore. 44-43, Tigers up. That penalty of the game was a huge offensive rebound by Woods to give a new possession for the Tigers. 44-43, Tigers up 1. 1:13 left in regulation. Woods misses. Mans on another offensive rebound. And they'll slow it down. Tigers up 1. Timeout, Coach Alvin Barracks. 65 seconds left. Adrian Mans and Woods have been great on the rebound in the last 2 minutes on free throws. The Tigers looking to avoid the upset tonight here at home. But you have to give credit to these Suwannee Bulldogs. They have come out fighting and scrapping every step of the way. We have not seen Tyrese Chandler since the early part of the third quarter. When he went out of foul trouble, he will check in. As you have to give credit to Woods for knocking out that critical free throw and advance with the offensive board to give the Tigers another breath of life. And once again, the Tigers are in the bonus from here on out. They got to shoot 2 free throws from here on out. Can the Tigers avoid an upset? We'll find out the next 65 seconds. So the floor now for the Tigers is still will be Mans, Woods, Odom, Pierre, and Smith. For the Bulldogs, Hampton, Fee, Smith, Parlato, and Williams. Both teams in the 3-guard lineup. Over the final minute of regulation. Tigers up 1. Trapped by Williams. Timeout, coach. Full timeout. 47.9 seconds left. 44-43. Tigers only up 1 with just under 48 seconds left in regulation. Coach Booth, one play caller for his team. Coach Banks trying to run a play. You have to give credit to Suwannee to play great defense down the stretch and making things interesting here. But if just because the Tigers have bans the entire game, after he missed the entire first half due to head injury, how much different would the Tigers be in this situation? Would it be up more or would it be a lot less? 2 full timeouts left for Coach Alvin Bears and the Tigers. 47.9 seconds left in regulation. Bears onto the bench. So they're going to bring in Tyree Shetler in. So Tigers go smaller. Let's see how this will pay dividends for the Tigers. 47 seconds left. So Smith checks in. Rojas checks in. As well as Williams stays out there, Hampton. And they're going to foul Montrell Woods, who's 3 for 9 at the line tonight. 3 for 10, sorry. At the line tonight. They're going to bring back in Parlato, who he's in foul trouble 4 as well. He's the biggest guy on the team. Harrington check. Oh. So at the free throw line is Montrell Woods. He is 3 for 10 at the free throw line tonight. Hit a big one just a few minutes ago. Let's see him make another one to make it a 2-point lead. 3 for 10 at the free throw line tonight. 2-point Tiger lead. 45-43. He is 4 of 11 for the free throw line tonight. Woods. Missed a second. Rebound by Hampton is a 2-point game. Man, he ready to check back in the game. Smith. Yes! Time ball game at 45. Over to Woods. Shetler. Smith almost a 3. He gotta hit it. Off the mark, he missed another open 3-pointer. Timeout, Suwannee. Suwannee has a chance to win the game in regulation with 17 seconds left. Garrison Smith missed another 3-pointer tonight. It is not falling to the hoop for Smith. He only hit 1 3 the entire game. It was a good look for Smith, but he just could knock it down. 17.5 seconds left here in Union County. Tigers and Bulldogs are knotted up at 45 apiece. But a big layup by Kyron Smith. And we're tied at 45. In my opinion, not bringing their bands in for that last layup was hurtful. But they had no rim protection on that layup. So Mans will have to come back in the game. That timeout was charged to Coach Cedric Booth. And he has no more timeouts. So Suwannee's out of timeouts the rest of the way. While Tigers still have 2 fulls. So Suwannee will inbound the ball for the baseline. 17. Sorry, my phone fell off. There's up there, Hampton. Hook and a hook. So that means the Tigers, that was sending Hampton to the free throw line. That is the 15th foul for the Tigers. Hampton, the free throw line to take the lead. Suwannee takes the lead 46-45 with 12 seconds left. Hampton's second free throw is good. 47-45 timeout Tigers. Big free throws by the Suwannee Bulldogs. And with 12.9 seconds left, the Tigers, who had many opportunities to win this basketball game, on the verge of losing a heartbreaker tonight if they'll get a bucket here in the next 12 seconds. 47-45. You got 12 seconds. You still have 1 timeout left for Coach Merrick's. The Tigers, both teams are in the bonus from here on out. So any foul from here on out will send either team to the free throw line. So this is make or break for Union County, as this will be a huge confidence letdown if they lose this one tonight in their first home game of the year of 2026. Tigers down with 45-47, 12.9 seconds left on the floor of the Tigers. Smith, Pierre, Chandler, Woods, and Bands. 12.9 seconds left. They're going to give it to Pierre. Here comes Smith. Back to Pierre. 9 seconds left. Back to Smith. Back to Pierre. Pierre drives. Foul! And they will close it in on the victory, but Pierre has to make both free throws to force OT. If he missed one, the game is over. With 0.7 seconds left. He has to make both. He misses the first. Pierre had to make both. You have to get off this rebound. He makes both. He makes 1 and 2. He should have missed. Timeout, Coach Merrick's. The Tigers on the verge of losing a heartbreak. .7 seconds left. Tigers about to lose a tough one. First home game of the year. That means the Tigers have 2 opportunities down the stretch to put this away. And with the missed free throw, Tigers missed the free throw. Jaden Pierre had a chance to tie it He makes one or two. And it's the word of the day for the Tigers, free throws. Free throws. This free throws down the stretch for the Tigers. Woods is 4 for 12. Nance is 3 for 6. And Pierre missed the one most clutch free throws of the season. And Tigers on the verge of falling to 8-2. Okay, this will be a monumental win for Coach Booth and the Bulldogs. They can hold on with 0.7 seconds left. That game, Suwannee wins. Suwannee wins 47-45. Tigers fall. Suwannee moves to 3-0 over the Tigers in the last 3 meetings. Tigers fall 47-46. Suwannee moves to 5-9. Union County falls to 8-2. And for them to be the 9th ranked team in the state, you might have to question down the stretch. Tigers fall, first home loss of the season. Takes down tonight. Suwannee with a big win into the 4-game losing streak. Tigers lose 47-46. Thank y'all for tuning in to WCR 107.9 Tiger Radio. We'll be back Thursday night in Columbia County. The Tigers trying to get back in the win column. The final here from Jimmy Thomas Court. The Tigers fall 47-46. Tigers back on the court Thursday night against the Indians of Fort White. Tune in. Good night.